Yeah, my name is Derek, and I would like to speak out on a lot of people saying that Obama flip flop with the campaign finance reform, and it's a lot of things that's going on now. Yes, he did flip flop. He didn't, stay to his word that he would do, and probably that undermined his message a little bit. But we also got to remember what type of candidate he is. I mean, let's step outside the box here. Let's step outside the box. Now, one thing you got to understand is that a lot of people is gonna make an issue with his middle name, and there's gonna be a lot of people that saying that he's a terrorist and he has some type of intent. Now, we also got to understand that the Republican Party is going to use 527s. John McCain is going to try to exploit this because he ain't done nothing yet to stop it. Plus, we got former Hillary Clinton supporters. They forming organizations to campaign against Obama. Now, one thing you got to understand is that he's going to need all the help he can get. Now, if he would have accepted campaign financing, he would have, that would have been like the kiss of death to him. Because, if I think that if John McCain was in this situation, he would opt out too. You got to understand is that Republican Party has a lot of arsenal on their side, and the 527s they're calm right now. But just wait until like September, and they're gonna get off the chain. So, with him being a candidate in a post 9/11 era, and people is feeding into this, he's a Muslim and he's a terrorist. He's gonna need all the money he can put his hands on to combat these issues. Now I understand that he may have flip flop on this issue. Now, when we look at John McCain, he has flip flop on a lot of issues, But I kind of disagree with you, man. I think, it's one thing to tell someone that he flip flop on this, but to tell people not to donate to the campaign, then I kind of disagree with that, man. But he's gonna need all the help he can get. Understand this is the Republican Party. I mean, just look what happened to John Kerry back in '04. Man, them 527s, ate him alive, and we're gonna need money like that. I mean, MoveOn.org is doing something, but he even told them, hey, let's be positive here. So we gotta look at it in that issue. Plus, not everybody's gonna be coming in. He's attracting new donors, but you gotta remember they got a limit of $2,300 they can spend. So we gotta look at it both ways here. So I know that he flip flop or whatever, but you gotta step outside the box and say this guy got a lot of things that's going against him. I mean, people are gonna use the church. They're gonna use these side issues to distract people and go against people's fears and appeal to people's fears. So they're gonna do that, and just like they did in South Dakota. Look what they did in South Dakota. They took out a part of where he was giving a speech and made it sound like he was saying Muslim nation. So the 527s, they got no limit. They can do whatever they want. Whatever they want. So, I mean, yes, he flip flop, but we gotta look at it in the whole totality and just think outside the box. And now I know I'm gonna get a lot of fools that's gonna, put down these crazy questions on the board, but I mean, I only handle the ones with the intellect. So, I mean, but just think about it. Now, on the other end, John McCain, he has flip-flopped on every issue, from privatizing the Social Security to terminating Bush tax cuts. This guy he's the king of it, you know what I mean? And we got to exploit the hypocrisy of the Republicans and what they do, So, I mean, let's think about that. And another thing I would like to put out there is that if he does become president, they're gonna look at him like with a microscope, they're gonna see if he make any policy reversals. Same thing they did back in 1993 with Bill Clinton when he took office. The Republicans tried to get him. So he gotta have to walk a fine line, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean that he's gonna go back at his promises. So thank you for listening to this video, and hopefully I have another video up. And there's one thing else I wanted to put out there for you. I mean, he accepted the campaign financing. He had to run in red states. So I mean, I think I got a map here to show you. Here, Virginia, like red states such as Virginia, and out here in the Rocky Mountain West, like Montana. I hear that like the polls like at like 5. He like 5 points down. I think he like 4 points down in Alaska, and that's not normal. I mean, usually Bush won these states big time in 2004, so he's gonna need the money too to run in these red states, and I think it's a good political strategy if you ask me. So I think it's pretty good. In Nevada and Colorado, he's going to need that money also to run in there. And I think it's a good political strategy because not only he's running in blue states, he's going to need that to run in red states also. And if McCain can't win Virginia, he pretty much lost the election, because Virginia has never. The last time Virginia has went blue since it was in 1962. But since then, demographics has changed. There's a lot of black population in Virginia, and North Carolina, and Georgia. I think that he can probably pick up Georgia, and even Mississippi and Louisiana, because there's a lot of affluent people, and also black voters there as well. So most of those states in the South he can pick up, and he's gonna need that. So I think he ran a new ad called like the Country I Love, and he's not only running in some blue states, he's running in red states as well. So I think it's a good political move, because what this does, it forces McCain to spend in states that he didn't want to spend money on, states that's already gone. I even heard his own home state of Arizona is in danger, and he's only up 13 points in Texas, and he's gonna need Texas to win the election also. But he can't win without Virginia, and right now he's taking over. Obama's taking over in Virginia, so I think it's a good political move. I mean, force him to spend all his money in areas that he didn't want to, and just drive him crazy in others. So I think that's a good political move. And hey, John Kerry did the same thing. He ran in like he ran in 13 states, and you saw what that cost, and the 527 just ate him alive. So just let's just think about that, and it kind of think positive here. I'm gonna have another video out Tuesday, just like I explained to you, and just continue to do your thing. And I'd like to give a shout out to Mick Ruley. I mean, that guy right there really got his game together. So continue up with the good work, man. Thanks.